Hello all, 4-Player Squad Gaming here, and this is our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guard series. The Copperbell Mine's hard version is an exciting twist on the original with tougher boss fights and a great deal more adds. We can unlock this dungeon after we have completed the main story quest line and have started the quest Out of Sight, Out of Mind at level 50. Also, at the time of recording, this duty rewards us with 30 tomestones of poetics, so without further ado, let's get into the guard. We start this dungeon with a few adds to clear in our first room. You will have noticed the Skull Crusher smash his way through the door. As you can imagine from the name of the duty, the adds are much harder than the original version, but they shouldn't cause us any problems. Once we have cleared these, simply head down the shaft elevator. Depending on your group, you can either collect all the adds along the next tunnel path or simply kill them group by group. After clearing this walkway, we enter a mini gauntlet. Dust bunnies have blocked our path with some collapsed rock. We need to smash our way past this, being mindful that we are being bombarded by the dust bunnies, and after a short amount of time, a set of Spriggan miners will spawn. Simply burst them as they come. Be mindful, however, that with all the adds in this area, you can take significant damage if not killed quickly enough. More miners will spawn and join the party. It is recommended to take the miners away from the out-of-reach dust bunnies, or you can AoE them down in the same area. Just be mindful of your health and aim to do this as fast as possible. Make your way across the wooden bridge, kill the stone hoarders and the other adds in your path, and destroying the collapsed rock piles, allowing you to progress. When you reach the other side, another group of miners will come. AoE these down as before and sweep those pesky dust bunnies away. Clear your next room and keep smashing your way through the collapsed rock piles until you reach the first boss fight area. The Hecatoncheir Mastermind is our first boss, and mechanics are important here. We have a small fight area to work with and must be careful. Start the fight as normal with everyone damaging the boss. Every 45 to 60 seconds the boss will use Dark Fire and set a part of the track on fire. We must avoid this as it does large damage over time. Once Dark Fire is cast, a flambeau will spawn at the other end of the track. This must be killed before it reaches the burning track, as it will explode and cause a party wide. Ignoring the flambeau can also lead to it using self-destruct, again which will kill anyone near it. We need to balance damaging the boss and swap it instantly to flambeau once it spawns, and keep mobile to dodge the burning track. It is possible for the whole track to be on fire, and this will kill the party as the flambeau will instantly explode, so aim to kill this boss as fast as possible. This is a step up from the difficulty we are used to, and hard mode mechanics are usually deadly. Welcome to the big leagues. The adds are worth a mention, but they are nowhere near as important as the flambeau, so do not prioritise them. Our pecking order should be flambeau, boss, adds, and with some skill and a bit of luck, you will have killed the mastermind. Pick up your loot and then jump down the shaft elevator into our second mini gauntlet. We need to smash our way through this collapsed rock, however numerous adds burst through the walls trying to stop us. The tank should aim to collect up the enmity of all the adds, and we should have the healer and one DPS killing the adds, and the other DPS soloing the collapsed rock. The fulminators that spawn are like normal bombs and should always be priority number 1. Burst them down and you can interrupt their blast ability if needed. Once you have made your way through the rock, the NPC miners will be on their way. Make sure to access this next treasure coffer as the minion Slime Puddle is collected from it. Who doesn't want a green blob of goo as a pet? Turn and get ready for boss fight number 2. Gogmagolem is our second boss, and let's start by mentioning that this is probably the trickiest boss of the duty. Gogmagolem cannot be damaged by traditional means, in the same way that the Icarus Eye couldn't in the normal version. The tank should gain the enmity of the boss, whilst one of our DPS should be activating the blasting device. The other DPS should be clearing any kindling sprites that are spawning at the edges of the room. The DPS that is spawning the bombs needs to carry them and place them into the path of the boss. There is a timer that appears on screen to tell us when the bombs are going to explode, so a bit of skill and good timing is needed here. Gogmagolem will use a frontal column AoE, Rock Slide, that causes significant damage and is tricky to avoid, so aim to keep either slightly to his side or ideally behind him. The tank however can absorb this damage if necessary. Black blasting caps will spawn and have AoE burst zones to watch out for. As always, this damage is large, and if you get in the blast zones of any of these, you will probably die. Our aim is to carry all of the Waymaker bombs and place them in Gogmagolem's path, and damage him this way, whilst dodging any AoE circles and the column Rock Slide of the boss. Flamecracker is also another AoE we must watch out for, as it deals significant damage as well. After 2 bomb explosions, Gogmagolem will start using Earthen Heart, tainting an area of the ground with flame. Avoid this as the damage over time is quite large, and if you are carrying a bomb, it will also detonate if you walk within this area. Once enough damage is dealt, Biggie will burst free of the Gogmagolem and spawn a large blasting cap. Burst Biggie down before the explosion can happen, and this boss is complete. Pick up your loot and progress. This final area is littered with ads that we must clear. The Copperbell Nicks will drag you closer to them and do a large AoE circle of damage. Simply interrupt this or move out of the area to avoid. Depending on your group, you can either collect each small group and take them down one by one, or if you are more confident, you can group the ads together and AoE them down. Once the area is clear, keep progressing forward to our last and final boss fight area. Enjoy the short cutscene. Our final boss is Ouranos. Our tank should gain enmity and aim the boss away from the party. It is important that non-tank party members shouldn't stand in front of the boss to avoid Grand Slam, a large damage cleave. Our DPS should aim to clear any Gigas ads that spawn and watch out for the on-screen prompt about the Abyss Worm. The pulsating sand will indicate where the worm is, and this should be avoided as to not take any damage. The boss will target a random party member with a circular AoE from Power Strike. This should be avoided and can be quite easily. Mercurial Strike is an AoE around the feet of Ouranos that the tank should avoid by moving out of the way. Once the prompt for the worm searching for fodder appears, one of the DPS should carry some crystallized rock onto the sand and place it away from the party. This will attract the worm to it. Failure to do this means the worm will go for a party member and it will deal huge damage. With these mechanics in mind, keep damaging the boss and before long, Ouranos will be no more. And there you have it, the Copperbell Mine's Hard is complete. Remember to commemorate the player you believe deserves it most and pick up your loot. We give this duty a difficulty rating of 3 out of 5 swords due to the heavy mechanics involved in each boss fight, especially the Gogmagolem. Our special loot is the Slime Puddle Minion. We are 4Player Squad Gaming, thanks for watching.